Stop drinking water right now, and a countdown begins inside your body. At first, you feel completely normal. Then your mouth gets dry, your urine gets darker, your head starts to hurt, your heart begins working harder, your brain starts struggling, your kidneys come under stress. And eventually, your organs can begin to fail. The frightening part is how quickly it can happen. You might survive for weeks without food, but without water, you may only have days. So what exactly happens after your very last drink of water? What happens after 12 hours, 24 hours, 48 hours? And if you somehow reach day 3, how much longer can your body keep going? Let's start the clock. Hour 0. You just took your last sip of water. Right now, everything feels normal. Your blood is circulating, your kidneys are filtering waste, your brain is working, and your body is controlling its temperature, but you're already losing water. Every time you breathe out, a tiny amount of water leaves your body. You lose more through urine. And if you're hot, you lose even more through sweat. Normally, you replace all of this by drinking, but this time, no more water is coming in. After a few hours, your brain begins detecting the change. Specialized systems involved in fluid balance respond as your body becomes more concentrated. Then comes the first obvious warning: thirst. Your mouth starts feeling dry, and suddenly water becomes difficult to ignore. But imagine there is none. 6 hours pass. Your body begins fighting to conserve what it has. Your kidneys reduce the amount of water leaving through urine. Your urine becomes darker and more concentrated. You may still feel relatively normal, but the countdown hasn't stopped. Now we reach 12 hours. Your thirst is becoming much harder to ignore. Your mouth feels increasingly dry. You may start feeling tired or uncomfortable. If you're resting somewhere cool, dehydration may progress relatively slowly, but put the same person outside under a blazing sun, and the timeline can change dramatically. Heat makes you sweat. Sweat cools you down, but every drop costs water. Exercise makes the situation even worse. Now 24 hours have passed since your last meaningful source of fluid. For many people, the symptoms are becoming much more noticeable. You may develop a headache. You may feel weak. Concentrating can become more difficult. Standing up quickly may make you dizzy. As fluid losses increase, the volume of blood circulating through your body can decrease, forcing your cardiovascular system to compensate. Your heart may beat faster to help maintain circulation. Meanwhile, your kidneys are desperately trying to save water, but there's a problem. They also need enough blood flow and fluid balance to do their job properly. Your body is essentially rationing one of its most important resources. Now another day begins. 48 hours without any meaningful source of fluid. This is where things can become much more serious, although there is no universal timeline that applies to everyone. Your age matters, your health matters, temperature matters, humidity matters, physical activity matters, even whether you're eating food containing water matters. But if you're truly receiving no fluid at all, dehydration continues getting worse. Your blood volume can fall further, your heart may work harder, your blood pressure can fall, you may become extremely weak, your thinking can become slower, confusion may appear. Your kidneys are now under increasing stress, and severe dehydration can eventually cause kidney injury. But another system is also beginning to lose one of its most important weapons: temperature control. Your body normally uses sweat to stop you from overheating. Sweat reaches your skin, evaporates, and carries heat away. But you need water to make sweat. When you're severely dehydrated, your body faces a dangerous problem. It needs to conserve water, but it also needs to stay cool. This is why the environment can completely change the survival timeline. Someone lying in a cool, shaded place may lose water much more slowly than someone walking through a hot desert. In extreme heat, dangerous dehydration and heat illness can develop far sooner than the famous 3-day survival rule suggests. And now we reach day 3. This is the number most people have heard: 3 days without water. But there is something you need to know. Your body does not contain a 72-hour timer. You don't suddenly die when the clock reaches day 3. Some people can become critically ill much sooner. Under unusual favorable circumstances, others may survive longer. The real danger depends on how much fluid you're losing and whether any fluid is being replaced. As dehydration becomes extreme, your circulation may no longer adequately support your organs. Electrolyte disturbances can develop. Kidney function can deteriorate. Your brain may stop working normally. Confusion can become severe. You may become disoriented. Eventually, you can lose consciousness. If dehydration continues, multiple organs can fail, and the situation can become fatal. But here's the strange part. When we say without water, the definition matters. You don't get water only from a glass or bottle. Food contains water too. Fruits and vegetables can contain a huge amount of it. Many other foods also provide some fluid. So a person who stops drinking water but continues eating water-rich food is not actually receiving zero water. True survival without any fluid is a much more extreme situation. And if you're thinking about drinking seawater when no fresh water is available, that's another trap. Seawater contains far too much salt to function as a safe source of hydration. Your kidneys must remove that excess salt, which requires water, so relying on seawater can make dehydration worse. That's what makes water so different from food. Skip a meal, and your body has stored energy. It can use glycogen. Then it can increasingly rely on fat. Humans have evolved ways to survive periods when food is scarce, but your body doesn't have a giant internal tank containing weeks of spare water. It continuously needs water for circulation, temperature regulation, kidney function, chemical reactions, and normal cellular activity. So how long can you actually survive without it? There is no exact number. Not 3 days, not 4, not 5. The answer changes with the person and the environment. But the important part isn't the exact final hour. It's how quickly the body begins to change. Within hours, thirst appears. As dehydration progresses, your body starts conserving water. Then weakness, dizziness, and cognitive problems can develop. You can go a surprisingly long time without eating. But take away water, and your body's survival clock starts ticking almost immediately.